Hey friends, have you ever heard of a country where you can rent a wife, boil eggs in a volcano, and walk into a hotel room designed like a jungle cave or a Hello Kitty prison cell? A place where apologies are made by shaving off all your hair, and sacred islands permanently forbid women from ever setting foot. Behind the bullet trains and cherry blossoms lies a hidden Japan, emotional, ancient, and utterly shocking. From the secrets of the Geisha to space noodles, we're peeling back every layer. Japan, where for about $50 to $100 an hour, you can rent someone to play a role in your life, and they'll do it perfectly. In the land of the rising sun, the rent-a-relative service is booming to a level that might just bend your reality. Need a husband for a wedding? A mother to meet your boss? A best friend for a sad Sunday dinner? There are agencies that will make it happen. One man, this is true, rented a stand-in father for over 10 years. Holidays, graduations, emotional heart-to-hearts, all delivered by an actor. Japan is a society built on appearances and harmony. Emotions often stay beneath the surface. Public conflict is rare. Personal expression, restrained. So when life doesn't go to script, divorce, loss, isolation, many people quietly reach for something or someone to fill the silence. Actors rehearse your story. They memorize your fake history. They know when to smile, when to scold, when to quietly tear up. This isn't deception. It's a delicate emotional service. And here's where it gets real. Some clients forget where the acting ends. Others, especially the elderly, just want a warm voice on the phone once a week. We're stepping into a world where love isn't just real, it's available by the hour. Do you find this culture of renting family members interesting? If so, comment for or share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Japan's love hotels aren't seedy secrets tucked down back alleys. They're a $40 billion industry, and in many ways more revealing about modern Japanese life than any museum. Walk into one and you won't be greeted by a receptionist, just a glowing touchscreen. Tap a theme, spaceship, jungle cave, Hello Kitty palace, a neon-lit prison cell. Each room is its own fantasy, spotless, private, and designed with near-theatrical detail. Why do they exist? Simple. Privacy is a luxury in Japan. Many adults live with their parents well into their 30s. Love hotels offer an escape hatch, a judgment-free zone where couples can be alone even if just for an hour. But it's not just couples. Solo travelers check in for peace and quiet. Tourists rent a room for the novelty. Some even book a themed suite just to film videos or take photos. These places are legal, regulated, and widely accepted. In Tokyo's Shibuya or Osaka's Dotonbori, they blend. But not all love hotels are created equal. Some older ones feel well dated. Stick to the newer chains, or use local review apps like Tabelog or Jalan to vet before booking. Okinoshima, just a speck off the coast of Fukuoka, but for over 1,000 years it's been considered too sacred for half the world's population to touch. Even today, no women may set foot on its shores. And the men who do? They must strip completely, bathe in the sea, leave their clothes and much of their identity behind, purified, before they walk the land of the gods. It's an ancient Shinto tradition preserved with precision. Okinoshima is home to tens of thousands of buried offerings, bronze mirrors, gold rings, jade trinkets, and trade artifacts from as far as Persia. It's a sealed capsule of Japan's spiritual DNA. But here's the twist. No cameras, no phones, no souvenirs, and absolutely no retelling what you've seen. You return in silence, as if it never happened. Like waking from a dream, you're not allowed to share. Even when UNESCO gave it World Heritage status, the rules stayed. No tours, no influencers, just silence. In Japan, an apology isn't just a sentence, it's a ceremony. Sometimes It's even a sacrifice. Let's explore together, but before that, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to own a treasure trove of our most attractive information. Here the apology is public, formal, and often painfully sincere. Bowing is standard, but the angle matters. A casual 15-degree nod says hello. A 45-degree bow? That's a regret. But if someone drops to their knees in dogeza, forehead pressed to the floor, they're not just sorry, they're ashamed. And in extreme cases, especially public scandals or betrayals, there's the ultimate gesture: cut all hair. In modern Japan, people still do this. Men, women, celebrities. Hair is pride. Losing it voluntarily says, I take full responsibility. One case that made international headlines: a teenage pop idol broke her agency's no dating rule. She has a boyfriend. Her response? A viral video of her weeping, cutting all her hair, begging forgiveness from her fans. To people, it's jarring, even extreme. But Japan doesn't run on individualism. It runs on harmony, face, and collective responsibility. If one person stumbles, it reflects on their company, their family, even their school. In Japan, even a bowl of noodles has a legacy. Back in 1958, a man named Momofuku Ando invented the world's first instant noodles in a humble wooden shed. Just hot water, and 3 minutes later, you had a full, warm meal. It was cheap, portable, and most importantly, hopeful. Japan was rebuilding after the war, and this little cup would become a cultural rocket. Japanese instant ramen was the first noodle meal eaten in space. Astronauts slurped zero-gravity udon aboard the space shuttle. That's how seriously Japan takes this dish. Today, you can visit the Cup Noodles Museum in Yokohama, not just to learn about its history, but to make your own custom flavor. Choose the noodles, the broth, the toppings, even draw your own cup art. You want wasabi shrimp, cheese curry, or horse meat? They've got it. Seasonal releases drop like tech launches. Fans queue for limited edition flavors the way sneakerheads chase rare Jordans. Welcome to Japan, home to the lowest crime rate in the developed world. Tokyo holds nearly 38 million people, making it the largest metro area on Earth. Yet petty theft, muggings, violent crime? Practically non-existent. In fact, in some neighborhoods, police have been known to leave unlocked bikes or lost wallets on purpose, just to see if someone takes the bait. But almost no one does. From kindergarten, Japanese children are taught moral responsibility, not just for themselves, but for their group. Pick up trash, return what isn't yours, greet strangers with respect, and above all, don't shame your family, your company, or your school. Honor is a slogan here. Drop your phone on a train, you'll likely get it back, fully charged in a plastic bag with a note. Leave your wallet in a cafe, someone will turn it in, cash and all, within the hour. But here's the flip side. While Japan is physically safe, it can feel emotionally distant. People will help you find your umbrella, but not necessarily ask how your day was. Friendships take time and often stay on the surface. Are you planning to visit, or have you already visited, the safest country in the world? If yes, comment 1, and we'll reveal even more fascinating facts about this incredible place. Let's talk about love. Why many modern Japanese women are choosing foreign men over tradition, and what that really says about modern relationships in Japan.
Forget the old stereotype of the quiet, obedient woman in a kimono. Today's Japanese women are rewriting their stories. Many are financially independent, well-educated, and thriving in careers once closed to them. Over 70% of women of working age now hold steady jobs. The average age to wed has climbed to 29 or 30. In big cities, being single in your 30s isn't frowned upon. It's often admired. You might meet a woman who travels solo, invests in crypto, owns a condo, and has zero interest in rushing down the aisle. So why are some choosing foreign partners? Many Japanese men shaped by cultural norms of stoicism and restraint. Phrases like "I love you" or "I miss you" don't flow easily. But for women who crave emotional connection, this gap can grow wide. Enter the foreigner, often more emotionally expressive, quicker to say what he feels. For many Japanese women, this difference is refreshing. And yes, relationships come with barriers: language, culture, assumptions. Misread one cue, and you might be ghosted before the second date. Respect matters more than charm. So if you're thinking about dating in Japan, start with humility. Meet the real-life, living artworks of Japan, trained from their teens to master music, dance, and mystery. The world of the geisha awaits. She enters the room without a sound. Every step is measured. Every bow a whisper. Her white-painted face and crimson lips aren't for vanity. They're part of a centuries-old ritual where elegance is the language. This is a geisha. They're artists, trained performers who master traditional dance, music, conversation, and ceremony. A living preservation of Japan's refined, often hidden cultural soul. And here's a surprise you probably didn't know. The first geisha were men. Called taikamochi, they entertained high-ranking lords with wit and performance. But over time, women took center stage, bringing beauty, discipline, and artistry to the role. Today, only one or two male geisha remain, echoes of a forgotten origin. Training to become a geisha starts young. Apprentices, known as maiko, live in tightly run communal houses. They study for years, not just movement and music, but how to hold a gaze, pour tea, tell stories, and carry silence like it has weight. When an entire country throws 300,000 festivals a year, how do you even begin to choose? Let's find out. In Japan, celebration isn't just seasonal, it's woven into daily life. Fire rituals, floating lanterns, samurai reenactments, neon-lit dance parades. One of the wildest? Awa Odori in Tokushima. For a few nights each summer, the entire city transforms into a dance floor. Locals, tourists, salarymen, and schoolgirls all move in rhythm. Streets pulse with music, laughter, drums. It's chaotic, joyful, unforgettable. They're hyper-local, rooted in centuries of community spirit. Every shrine, every neighborhood, every prefecture has its own tradition. Some honor ancestors, others celebrate the harvest, a few are just pure releases. And if you're living in Japan, there's a way in. Join a local community group. Help carry the mikoshi, portable shrine, during a summer parade. It's the kind of access no travel guide sells, but you have to show up consistently, respectfully. You walk in. The room is quiet. Steam rises like fog in a dream. You take off every stitch of clothing. No towels, no swim trunks, just you, the heat, and a dozen strangers doing the same. Welcome to the Onsen, Japan's sacred ritual of communal bathing. To outsiders, it sounds like a dare, but here, stripping away social roles and status, because in the bath, everyone is equal. Swimsuits are forbidden. Modesty stays in the locker room. Men and women bathe separately in nearly all cases, though a few rural konnyoku, mixed-gender onsens still exist, usually for families or couples. Etiquette is key. Before entering the bath, you wash thoroughly, head to toe. The goal is to enter the hot spring clean, out of respect for the shared space. Loud voices, splashing, and phones, all considered rude. But there's one unexpected rule that catches many travelers off guard. Tattoos are often forbidden, even small ones. Why? Because tattoos have long been associated with the Yakuza, Japan's organized crime syndicates. Many bathhouses enforce this rule strictly, though a few are beginning to soften. Japan, a country of cherry blossoms, bullet trains, and soul-soothing quiet. But beneath the beauty lies a profound demographic truth.
Nearly 30% of its population is over the age of 65. That's the highest elderly rate in the world. Geographically, Japan is no small place. Over 6,800 islands stretch like a necklace along the Pacific Rim. But the terrain is rugged and mountainous. Only a fraction is flat enough to live on. That's why cities like Tokyo and Osaka stack up instead of spreading out. Still, the seasons are a gift. Spring drips pink with sakura petals, summer hums with festivals and fireworks, autumn turns hills to flame with crimson leaves, and winter, snow-covered mountains welcome skiers and hot spring seekers alike. But while the natural rhythm moves with grace, society is facing a slowdown. With fewer children and longer lifespans, Japan's workforce is shrinking. The government has started testing robotic nurses. Retirement homes are overbooked. Trains now have priority seating rows packed end to end. Yet, within that crisis, there's opportunity. For digital nomads, English teachers, and tech workers, especially in elder care and health tech, Japan quietly opens its doors. The demand is real, and the cultural exchange runs deep. It may surprise you to learn that Japan produces more than half of all industrial robots on Earth. They don't just use automation, they export it, powering factories from Berlin to Detroit. While Silicon Valley makes headlines, Japan makes hardware, machines that last decades, robots that assemble Teslas, tech that powers hospitals. In fact, the supercomputer Fugaku, developed in Kobe, was crowned the fastest in the world in 2020. It runs simulations for earthquakes, pandemics, and climate change. For expats, though, there's a catch. Major firms like Sony, Toshiba, or Fujitsu still favor fluent Japanese speakers. The job market is formal, traditional, and slow to move. In places like Osaka or Fukuoka, smaller, scrappier companies are more open to foreign talent. Think software, UX design, blockchain, biotech. If you've got the skills and the cultural flexibility, there's space for you here. Japanese cuisine is a paradox. At once delicate and daring, simple and strange. There's an ice cream shop in Tokyo that serves over 100 flavors. Squid ink, soy sauce, wasabi, even raw horse meat. Yes, horse meat ice cream. But food here isn't just about taste. It's about presentation. Even a 7-Eleven bento box feels handcrafted. Every color is intentional. Every piece placed. From sushi rolls to tempura baskets, meals look more like artwork than fast food. And then there's natto, fermented soybeans with a pungent smell and slimy texture. To many foreigners, it tastes like gym socks. But to locals, it's breakfast. It's comfortable. It's healthy, protein-packed, and unapologetically Japanese. Dining in Japan also comes with its own set of unspoken rules. Slurping your noodles? Totally polite. It shows appreciation. But stick your chopsticks upright in rice? That's a funeral symbol. A serious no-no. Want to blend in? Watch first. Follow quietly. Say itadakimasu before your meal and gochiso-sama after. It shows gratitude. And that matters here. The average monthly cost of living here, somewhere between $1,500 and $3,500, depending on your lifestyle and where you live. Tokyo is pricey. A studio apartment in the city center can run you $1,300 or more. But move just 30 minutes outside the core and rent drops significantly. Think $500 to $800 for something decent. The good news? Things work. Trains are punctual to the second, streets are clean, crime is nearly non-existent. Healthcare is universal, efficient, and shockingly affordable. A trip to the doctor might cost less than a night out. Food is surprisingly flexible. You can eat well on $6 ramen or splurge on $60 sushi. Even convenience store meals feel crafted. But here's the friction.
The job market can be tough. Unless you speak fluent Japanese, many doors stay closed. English teaching is a common starting point, but long-term career growth often requires language and cultural fluency. The bureaucracy? It's real. Setting up a bank account, registering your address, or applying for a visa involves paperwork, patience, and sometimes polite confusion. For visas, 2 practical entry points. The JET program, a government-run route to teach English in schools. The Specified Skilled Worker Visa, ideal for fields like caregiving, agriculture, and food service. Mount Fuji is the most photographed mountain in the country, but it's so much more than a backdrop. For many Japanese, climbing isn't just a hike, it's a pilgrimage, a rite of passage, a quiet challenge against yourself. Standing at 3,776 meters, Fuji feels sacred, mysterious, and yes, worth the 2 a.m. start time just to catch the sunrise from the summit. Then there's the Sagano bamboo forest in Kyoto, a path lined with towering green stalks, swaying gently, filtering light like a dream. But what makes this place special isn't what you see, it's what you hear. The sound of the wind rustling through the bamboo is officially recognized as one of Japan's 100 soundscapes. Close your eyes and the city disappears. And for something truly strange, head to Hakone's Owakodani, a volcanic valley where the ground steams with sulfur and the air smells faintly like Earth's core. Here, locals boil eggs in the hot springs until their shells turn jet black. Legend says eating one adds 7 years to your life. Is it true? Who knows? But biting into a hot, blackened egg while steam swirls around your legs feels like a scene from a Miyazaki film. We've uncovered 15 fascinating facts about Japan. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to support us by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel so you won't miss out on our upcoming exciting videos. Your support helps us keep creating better content. Be sure to check out the next video that's showing up on the screen. I'm sure you're going to love it. And don't forget to leave a comment about which country you'd like us to explore next. We're so glad you're here today. Please leave a comment, like the video to support us, and subscribe for more videos. See you soon!